There we go. Hello everyone, this is Sado, and I forgot to turn my light on, so my face looks like crap. That's somewhat better. W33 finally arrived, so we can start pretty soon, I guess. So while we're waiting, I will open my cola can. Because I will need some sugar during this game. Oh, w33 has a really nice ping to this server. Okay, so for the next couple of minutes the only attraction is looking at me drinking cola, so I guess we have to wait a bit. I don't really speak Russian, so I have no idea what they're talking about, but I guess after a while they will finally begin, so I'll just wait for that. While we are waiting, we could take a little look at the way that these teams were going through. At least I will try to show it. We'll start. So, in the group stage, Tails was the first, and Cult of the Rubber Duck was the third. I wonder if one of these guys, Trash of W33, might be a programmer, because this is an IT joke. You can Google Rubber Duck, you can find it on Wikipedia, Rubber Duck debugging, in case you're interested. But the idea is that IT people are weird and they have to talk to somebody sometimes to help solve them a problem, and many times it's a rubber duck. That's how it is. Don't ask me to explain. That's just the fact about IT people. I'm one of them, so I know, right? But going back to anything else. Okay, they're still like chatting. So yeah. So Tails, the only team so far to win all the games. So naturally, they're kind of. I mean, it's not a surprise they're in the final. Yeah. The first game was against, well, my team, me and Skeletor. So I felt it was somewhat close. If we camped, we could have some chance, but it was, of course, like it wouldn't be easy still. But okay, let's go back to that later, because I can see that again we have the formation of troops where top and bottom is team 1 and left and right is team 2, which means that one of these players is probably likely to be massacred, and it seems like Trash, but I don't know. Ritter is somewhat passive here. Like, he didn't want to win like this. And the army combination that was randomized for this short fight is weird, because we've got like a lanceman with pikemen and rogues, so not really the most powerful combination you could get, but there we go. And it seems like, yeah, welcome to Jungle for Pete. That would be a great map, I know. I hope it's not me. Ah, not this time, okay. I can totally see these guys on Welcome to the Jungle. Anyway, Trash and W33 have much better position in case this goes on for too long, because the map is shrinking, as you guys know. That seems like it will be a slow shootout, so let's check maybe lost is a better one. Yeah, so Classic lost most of his rogues, while at the bottom front it's not even, I guess. So it probably means that... oh, that's weird. Vovets isn't here yet, but... I'm guessing he will join right away after we go back to lobby. And we've got a storm attack. Well, that's weird. I don't think they're gonna win this. I think w33 and Trash are in a much better position and have more troops at this moment, so it doesn't look good for the left side, definitely. Although somehow Classic is kind of surrounding w33, but not for long, because these troops will not live forever. Oh, it's still quite closer than I thought it would be. This is really nice. Yeah, I mean, it could work if the armies were even, I think. There was too many troops lost here on the Classic side. They kind of had to attack anyway, because otherwise they would just stand here and wait for the circle to be too small. Okay, I think I know what's my job. So yeah, let's spin the casino, as he said. This one. I'm really hoping for a very annoying map, the most annoying map that ever exists, something to really make these players shine on it. Let's go. Okay. Could be better, could be worse. Alright. But I'm wondering... Okay. Maybe they suggested it all. I wonder which side they will take. I prefer the right side, but I mean, yeah, the left might be slightly more powerful, because I think the locations go like 4, 2, 1 and 3 when it comes to the difficulty levels. But 1 is very far away, so rushing 2 is like super easy. Yeah, see you, Mitrelas. Mm-hmm. Ребят, мне build надо сделать. Okay, I understand like half of the sentence. I think he says he doesn't have to make the pre-build, but I'm not quite sure. Or he has to make a pre-build because he doesn't know where. Okay, that might make sense. Yeah, anyway, the logs were miraculously finally chosen, and it seems they took the right side. Ooh, w33 on our location 3. Oh crap! I thought they were like the other way around. Would be really fun to see him on 3. But actually, Trash is also very interesting on location 4. Sorry, I meant location 4 all the time. Like I wanted to see w33 there, but Trash likes weird tactics, and this is a really good location for weird tactics. Because you have like super close gold. You can build as much as you want because you have a lot of space. Have a lot of sorry, you have a lot of wood on the left side, and the iron is a bit far away, but you have a lot of coal as well. There's like many possibilities here. I have a feeling they might try for a Rashi build and just go for classic right away. Yeah. So I think we can go back to the history of the teams in this tournament. So yeah, as I said, the first game Ritter and Classic played was against me and Skeleton. Then the next game was against Teddy and Golem. The third game was against Botso and Don't Talk, the last game of these guys in this tournament. The fourth game was against Heads, so against Gross and Vovets himself. And the last game in the group stage was against Alonso and Odda. So it's like they had to win against 3 very good teams. Like, by very good I mean top 4 actually. Because I wouldn't call Hello Kitty a bad team, for example, but it's like they were... Actually, didn't they play like all the teams against the Duck one? Yeah, I mean, so they played Heads, they played LWP, they played Hello Kitty. They played LD, which would probably be also dead if they actually played their last 2 games. And the 5th one was my team, so I was definitely like the worst team that played against them. So it's not like they had bad enemies and they won all their games, so that's something, you know. And to be honest, when I watched Classic play in game against me and Skelly, and I think in some other games as well, I didn't think this team will do that well, because like yesterday's game, I think Classic didn't play yesterday. So when did I see him last time? I think I saw the semi-final, and Classic had a really nice game there. I was a bit surprised, but some other games from this tournament I saw from him, they weren't that good, and I was like, okay, this doesn't look like a winning material for this tournament. But I'm happy to be proven wrong, and I think looking at how well they played so far, I would probably put my money on Ritter and Classic here, but I wouldn't want to put too much money because w33 and Trash are also in really good shape, so yeah. And in the group stage, regarding the DAC team, who did they play against? They played against Sokol and Mickey on Canyon. I remember, I think I streamed this game. Yo, class. Yeah, Zaid, I'm quite sure that's what's gonna happen, and that also I will agree, yeah, with what Mickey says. Town hall based tactics is definitely something he has up his sleeve. But yeah, also nice of you to point out that theoretically better team took the left side. I'm not sure if it's worse logs, but like Zaid says, it's like they're gonna get rushed, most likely. So that's what I would do. That's what I tried to do actually against Max and coaches on the very same logs. Anyway, I think we're starting. So yeah, I'll just go quickly here. The Dark team then lost against Gross and Vovets. Then they won against I think this was Daniel Mim and Nikolai. Works, that was Igor and Wolk, and finally they won against Hell Kitty. So again, Teddy and Golem. And in the final stage, how did it look like? Tails first won against Kamil and Vanget, then they won against again against Olda and Alonso, while the Rubber Duck team won against the Running Hedgehog. Wasn't that Pyromagic and Big Black Goody Cup? I think it was, yeah. And then yesterday I showed that game, they won against Coaches and Maxi. So I gotta say, Tails had more opponents which were like good or very good. Card of the Rubber Duck had some opponents which were very good and some opponents which were a bit worse. So that's the difference I see at least here in the road to the final for them. But enough talking about history. Let's take a look at the game. Of course, not much will happen in the next couple of minutes anyway. So yeah, let's try to talk something about the locations. I know location 4 very well and I love to play it. This is one of those logs I will usually pick when I have a possibility to do so. The biggest advantage of this location is, well, there's so many advantages I don't even know what the biggest one is, but one thing is that you have everything close except for the iron, so you can you can gradually build what you need. If you want to make a normal base, then the gold is super close, so you just make 1 or maybe 2 gold mines and the gold smelters. You make the stonemasons, and you can make the forests on the left, like something like 2 woodcutters here. Then you make farms, then 2 more woodcutters, 2 more woodcutters, 2 more woodcutters, something like this, you know. I mean, depends on how much you need, of course. There's a lot of space here, which you will probably need for farms. And of course, you need to do it right, so you keep progressing towards the iron. This is slightly tricky, but it's not a huge issue. And this is how a normal base would look like here. But if you would go for a town hall based strategy, this is also a very nice option for 2 reasons. The first reason is that you can make, I think, four gold mines here very quickly, because it's super close to the storehouse. And you make a town hall, and then you go for the iron. And the gold that you will use up from here will it's like it will compensate you for not having enough iron. The second reason why this is a nice idea is that this location which Classic is playing is super easy to rush. You have to go right away, and the entrances are somewhat small, but if you do it right away, then Ritter's location has no freaking chance to be on time here. Unless he tries to build barracks like here or something like this. Which would be ridiculous, but maybe it's worth it in this case, actually. Yeah. No slow start. Well, actually, I prefer it that way. Because, you know, I'm a noob player. The only downside, of course, is that there's not a lot of gold here, and this is precisely what was my problem in a game versus Coaches and Mexi, where I depleted this like right at peacetime. But if you want to just rush in, then you don't have to bother, I guess. It's, of course, it's a gamble. You either think that you can rush them, or you play normal base. But then you have to rush for the iron instead because it's so far away. I mean, so far away. It's quite, yeah, it's quite far away indeed. Yeah, like the first one is manageable, but you have to go for these two as well. Yeah, it's not nice, and it's kind of hard to keep building towards the bottom here because there's like nothing to do here. You could try maybe with some gold smelt or something like this, but that's about it, I guess. And you kind of have to build your base on the right side here, the farms on the left along with the woodcutters. So that's why it's gonna be empty here for some time, and like, you know, it's just not gonna work, I guess, if you want to have like super quick iron here. But still, the location is quite powerful thanks to the other things that are quite easy here. So I wouldn't be too worried about trash, and I'm wondering if he's really gonna go for the town hall strategy. As I said, it's risky, but it can pay off. Yeah, but on the other hand, when you're playing with a player like w33, I'm not sure you have to go for tactics like this. So w33 is a player. He's a one-of-a-kind player who can play any location, and he can basically tune anything into gold. So I'm pretty sure that he's gonna have a massive base here. This location normally is very tricky. It has only one advantage: a lot of a very short distance to the iron. And I'm pretty sure he could capitalize on that advantage if he wanted. But there are multiple downsides. There's a lot of distance you have to cover for this wood, for example. This wood here, you can't really... Like, it's a tough decision if you want to cut it or if you want to leave it, because you really need wood, but on the other hand, you need space for the building, and you don't have it here. You need also space for making the buildings for the iron production. You don't have the space. Yeah, the space problems are pretty annoying on this log. And yeah, it's quite exciting. It's gonna be quite exciting to see what w33 will do. I think he might have a plan to put... yeah, actually, I never thought about this, but gold smelters here could fit very nicely. I think that's the plan, because, yeah, I think he was measuring that actually. Like 2 gold smelters, maybe some like 2 sawmills, something like this. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Okay, so I'm guessing he's gonna make like farms here in this area and keep building towards the right. That kind of makes sense. So yeah, this is a really tricky location with the one upside. So I'm guessing he's gonna do fine because this is w33. I can't imagine him screwing up this game, even on such a location, so this should be all fine. In the meantime, Ritter's location. One thing I hate about it is that you can't easily put like 2 farms on the left, because this is like a perfect place for the farms. And usually I would like to do them here, but there's like, you just can't put them here. Unless you, I don't know, move the school somewhere else like this, but this is also going to be a slight problem. But yeah, it's just not nice building here, you know, because of that. But you can see that Ritter is doing the opposite thing, like he's planting trees on the left and making the farms on the right. Probably gonna cut only here. This is an interesting approach. I think I like it, yeah. It's definitely going to make it a bit different, a little easier when it comes to planning on this location. Space planning, yeah. So I like it. By the way, you know, the final game between 2 such good teams, you know, it's kind of easy. You just go to all the bases and say, hey, this is nice, hey, this is nice, hey, this is gonna work. And nobody's going to tell the streamer like he's wrong, because he will never be, because like, you know, these players are not gonna make mistakes at this stage. So it's like, I can just praise all the players for random stuff, and nobody can call out me on that, right? But yeah, in all seriousness, I kind of prefer streaming games with worse players, because it's actually very easy to talk about something then. It's like you can very easily see mistakes, and you can see the slowdowns without much thinking. You can just talk about them, and that's it's like you have material for keeping talking on the stream. So it's like I always found it more interesting, but I think players kind of disagree. Unless somebody is so bad that it's like meme material, then it's a different story. That being said, I was about to call out Ritter on not building this. Let's take a look at the overlay. Yeah, I mean, speaking of slow gold smelters, I think I see a problem in the classics base. So I hope he's not gonna be too late. Yeah. Okay. This bullshit annoys me, so let me deal with that guy.
Alrighty. Wonder Boy is thankful for his.
I just went to Twitch and some random girl is talking there. Okay, stream manager. Report. Spam. Spam. Block. Close. Sadly, I'm too stupid to remove the message. Well, at least I reported that guy. Anyway, going back to the actual matters here. Yeah, so Classic is playing an interesting location It's very big, quite powerful, but yeah, gold is a bit tricky. It's slightly far away. That's one problem. Apart from that, well, the biggest problem is definitely the iron. And it's like you have to go towards it in a weird way. I think players should probably try maybe going to the left with the farms or something like this. But well, I don't know. This is also tricky. I don't know if this makes sense. Cause yeah, it's probably still better to have the buildings on the like top and left and the farms on the bottom. It's like there's no perfect way to play this log, so you have to settle for the less perfect. I think most of the players do what Classic does right now, and that is a long road from the goal towards the left. Later maybe a shortcut here, and maybe later somewhere here. Some buildings in this area would be nice to build as soon as possible. Yeah, something like that, I guess. And a lot of serfs, it wouldn't hurt to have them too. Right now I'm not sure this is gonna work that well, but we'll see. How many woodcutters? He has one more than Ritter. That's weird. Why the right side has so few woodcutters? w33 has 5, but Trash has only 4. I mean, not gonna be a problem right now. Because he's going for the iron. Yeah, okay, this kind of makes sense. Wow, this is amazing. He's gonna be faster than the left side with his iron. Yeah, easily. I mean, it's not amazing against... I mean, it's not like Classic had a chance, but I think... yeah, the distance for Ritter is slightly smaller because he has to make this first coal mine early on, and then from there it's like a short way to the iron. It's a bit more different, a bit harder in Trash's case. And Classic is definitely like the worst location for the iron production to be good. But you can see definitely an advantage in wood production for the 3 other guys compared to Trash. So I'm not too worried because this location is quite good for this, and you kind of have to take some risks and make sacrifices if you want to like if you have a location which is known to have problems with some kind of resources which are too far away, you have to try to compensate for it. So it's like if he goes like super early for this iron here, then it's probably a good decision, and the wood production is so good on this location. You have like 4 forests you can take that I don't think he's gonna have a problem. I think he's going to have pretty nice farms as well. He's gonna have like 6 at this point of time. Of course he'll make like this one pretty soon too. In the meantime, w33 obviously is the fastest with his iron production, because that's what his location allows him to do. He's somewhat close to Trash's farms level. Actually, a bit better. Well, he's got 3 farms and he's got plenty of planted space. But it's quite similar actually. Classic looks slightly worse. Of course, this location requires to make the farms a bit later, I guess. So it's not gonna be perfect. He, like Trash, has to compensate for the iron issues on this location. And in case of Ritter, yeah, these farms already look pretty nice. But I think at this moment, maybe only Classic is the outlier when it comes to farms quality, and the other players, I mean, w33 is like, he's gonna be on Classic's level maybe. I think it looks like that right now. Of course, this may still change if the players make more and more farms later on, which is still quite likely, of course. Classic still not making the fisherman. Might not be a wise decision. Okay, how's Trash doing? Looking at the amount of buildings, w33 is the only guy with 2 swine farms, both of them quite full, so he is not going to have slowdowns, I think. Yeah, I want to see a chart for the iron output, by the way, because Trash started a bit earlier, but the other guys are gonna try to overtake him now. Classic finally made the 3rd iron mine as well, yeah. I'm not quite sure this is gonna be working fine. I mean, I don't like having the iron smithy that far away from these buildings. But he naturally favors to have good roads as fast as possible. I would still probably make the road here instead. But yeah, whatever. How the woodcutters? Trash still has 5 woodcutters. This is quite. That sounds quite risky. Making one more here. His sawmills are not the most full ones right now, but I think this tactic can easily work. You can see that he's still cutting the trees. There's like no shortage for sure. He still can cut these ones. And he still has like 2 forests he can reach. So I'm not too worried, because this location just allows this, but he'd better not forget about it later, because he's risking some problems with wooden weapons later on. Okay, what do you guys think? Do you have any idea who might win and lose in this game so far? Because I think At the moment, it's hard to say, but w33 has really fast iron production for sure, and Trash was the second fastest one. I don't know for how long. Never mind that. Ritter is easily going to overtake him soon, and he's not making the third one. Or maybe he is now. Yeah, that's a good idea. I hope he's not listening to the stream. To realize it right now. I can't really say if any player is better than the others. Although Classic has only 4 and he made the 4th one just right now. Coal mines. Is it a problem? Let's take a look through the stats. So yeah. Ritter and w33 somehow are the best, and Classic is the worst, even if his location is not that bad. He might still blow up later on because his location is more leather focused than iron focused. So this might explain the Weir's chart here, because farms tend to be, wait a second, be visible a bit later on. Naturally, Ritter is like the best, along with Classic, it seems, in the wood production. But as we said, Trash doesn't really need it, so at this moment at least. So as soon as he catches up in like 10 minutes or so, I think he's gonna be fine with the wooden weapon production. Okay, iron ore. I really wish he makes the second, like the third. Iron mine, because he it's that chance, I think. And the corn, yeah, not surprisingly, Classic is the worst here, just as we expected when watching the players earlier. Interesting that Trash started quite well, almost on par with w33, only to be slightly worse now. It's not a big difference though. Like he's going at the same level with Ritter, and I wonder if this will continue, but there's a chance they're gonna be on level of w33 soon, but I can't say it yet. But yeah, w33 doesn't have a lot of gold. This is interesting. Let's check this out. Something doesn't seem right to me. Oh crap! Do you guys know? Because I know. This is somewhat bugged, so if he only changes this to like 3, it should be fine, but he's gonna have some small problems because... oh wait, but wait a second, no, come on. He has 6, and how many buildings he has? Like 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, so he's just right, but there were probably moments when he wasn't, and you can see them like here, when nothing was being brought to the gold smelters, despite him having the best coal. That's just weird. But I still think he can catch up. Still, it's quite funny to see that I know it's bugged, but it's funny that such a good player still didn't realize it, and he uses for the 5 distribution for the call, which is known to be not working correctly. Basically, for those who didn't hear, even if I think you all guys heard about it by now, at least the pro guys here, you know. But the problem is that if you have 4 set for the iron stuff and 5 set for the gold smelter, or even 5 for all, then you have to have enough coal mines at every time, otherwise you will have no coal brought at all. I think this might be happening again. Look, 6, and we have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we are 1 building short, which means they will not bring the coal. They might bring some right now, but it will not work for a minute or 2, I guess, until he makes the extra coal. here, yeah. That's a bummer, but I hope he can make it work. It's quite a small-ish base. This is the only outlier here. So yeah, maybe this is gonna be fine. I hope so, because I really wouldn't want to see W33 brought down by a bug, which is kind of what's happening here right now. In the final, yeah, well. Okay. I think we didn't look at Classic or Classic in a long while. So yeah. He keeps making the gap smaller here, and keeps making the extra roads, which is the right way to play this location. I wouldn't say this is any like super special what he's doing. You can already see he's quite behind the others when it comes to iron, and you know, it's like he has the worst iron because of the location, and he has the worst con. I don't know why, because he's worse than the others, I guess, sadly. So this doesn't bode well for his army. Probably gonna have the worst one on peacetime, it seems. Yeah, you can see like the two most important charts right now. And there's like nothing to compensate with. Yeah. So, I was about to check if he's gonna make like the third armor smithy, because I saw this unusually high number of swords, and I was wondering about that. Anyway, let's check Ritter now. Yeah, I can't really say anything bad about this base yet. Yeah, like I said, I really like the idea of putting the woodcutters on the left here, and here as well also works pretty well. The probably intended effect here was also being able to put the barracks at the far right here, because this will give him like quite short way to help Classic on his front, and will make it harder for the right side to rush. So this is very useful position of barracks. Of course, it's harder to defend, but I think it's the right way to do this. Okay, so he already has like 3 armor smithies. This is interesting. But he's making 2 weapon smithies. Okay, this might be fine. Let's take a look at the skins chart. Yeah, so it's mostly even between Ritter and W33. I'd say. Quite similar to what we see in the Con situation, although Ritter is a bit better. I'm not sure if this is momentary or not, because this is suspicious. Like this drop for W33 is like weird. I can't really explain it easily. Like, I mean, maybe they went to the inn or something like this. Yeah, but well, also this is super weird. Because he made 2 and the third one later. Okay, but what's funny is that I think we saw a similar situation yesterday. It nullified itself after a while. I can't say why that happens. Okay, but yeah, we can see that Classic and Trash have similar corn amount. Am I right? Yeah. And Classic was like way worse with Iron. So I wonder if he can catch up. Probably not. It's like just didn't take the Iron ore out of the mountains early enough to make this work. So the best hope is that Ritter will have enough army to compensate this, because Classic's both branches, both leather and iron branches, don't look that well for this final game. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting for sure. Yeah, let's see the gold graph first. It's not great, I'd say. Surprisingly, the citizens graph is not terrible for him. He's somewhat on similar level to the other players, give or take 10 citizens. But yeah, he's making a third gold mine, and he's just gonna try to fix this issue this way. But how much does he have? Like 10 right now, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely working correctly right now. And keeps building more. Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling this is still gonna work out well, but it's unfortunate and annoying that this bug was a factor in this final game. And look at the iron. Ritter is like, oh wait, oh sorry, he's better it seems, but he has way less swords. So I shouldn't count it this way. Okay, so this is quite even actually, yeah. Of course, Ritter had to catch up, so this is quite impressive still. Yeah. We should spend some time in Trash's base now. Oh, by the way, does everyone go for horses? Yeah, w33 is the last one to make the building, but he is doing it too. Ritter has 4 horses already, so he's gonna have around, I don't know, something around, but definitely above 4. Sorry, about yeah, definitely above 4. Definitely above 10. I mean, yeah. The rest of the players will probably have something like 7 to 10, and Ritter will have 10 to 15, maybe something like this. I'm not good at counting horses amount from the timings, but yeah, we'll see. What's interesting for me is the situation with wood production for trash. Yeah, it's trash still. He's trying to compensate it right now. He should also try to go for this forest. It's not like that if w33 needs it. He has really good wood production. He took this quite early, I think. So this is definitely working for him. So Trash could definitely take this like easily, and it's not far away for him. Oh yeah, now he says this. I think he's listening to us. Every time I give him a good advice. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he has 11 minutes and he's already done with these 2 buildings here. And he has already 2 schools, so this will be the 3rd one. Same with the gold smelters. So I think this can be done. it's definitely an issue, but there's only like 15 to 12 recruits advantage for the other players. So yeah, I think he will easily do this. But the question, of course, is how much of a sacrifice will this be to other parts of the city? But I don't think this is such a big deal. But yeah, I think if they wanted to go for a rush tactic, they wouldn't make these kind of bases. If they wanted to go for a rush tactic, I think Trash would take location 3 and rush Iron here. And w33 would just go for normal base. So something like this, you know. Actually, I should try location 3 sometime with Iron Rush plus some trading magic to boost that iron. I wonder what kind of result you could get here, because I'm not sure if this is like the ideal town hall plus iron location, because there's just no space at the places where you need it, and you can't make the base small enough. So I wouldn't like to play that strategy here, but Iron Rush could be compelling. I mean, it's like boosting it with wood production should be super easy, and stone as well, I guess. You can make like iron production here somewhere. You can skip farms, so there will be more space here. The only problem is that you have to go for this coal on the right. Yeah, I'm not sure I like this. So maybe skip this instead and go like to the right, make the base like this only. That's an option as well, I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look at Classic. Base is mostly complete, I guess. And let's take a look at the charts now, because I can already see all the guys here will have a lot of leather jackets. Yeah, they're on the 45 to 50 level of jackets right now, if they use the skins that they produced up until now. And regarding iron production, let me see. I would say Trash is doing quite fine, while Classic has some problems. Why does he have problems? Maybe he had it blocked, so it didn't work when the iron mines were full. I think we saw at least one of them full at some point of time, so this is probably the reason why it didn't work too well. Anyway, yeah. Let me see something, okay. Right. 7 towers, as the rules say. Okay. Wouldn't expect such mistake from the teams in the final, but I still feel it was worth to check. And yeah, you can see this is nice because Ritter has his base so pushed to the right that he can easily defend this with like 2 towers and that's it. And there's like no way to get in here easily, for example. So yeah, very nice idea with these woodcutters here. On the left, I love this. So yeah, I was wondering about something. I was wondering about Trash's wooden weapons amount. Not great. Like, his chart is slowly getting up, but it's not fast enough, I'm afraid. So yeah, I just don't see him having enough wooden weapons here, and this is a bummer. This will be a big chance for the left side to try to win fast. I think that's actually gonna happen, but yeah, we'll see, I guess. Also, the problem is it's not that easy maybe to defend this when he didn't make the towers yet. 1, 2, 3. He's not making them even. Yeah, this is a mistake. Because if they don't want to rush, then they're gonna get rushed. Because this is like... Ritter is not that far away. He's quite far, but it's like if they don't have a lot of army right away, then it's not going to be a problem to just rush into their bases like this, yeah. So yeah, it's a bummer that Trash was unable to do enough weapons, and w33 is also okay. Maybe he's not that low on weapons actually. Yeah, but w33 is very low on recruits indeed. I don't think we can see our chart to see how fast he makes the recruits. But yeah, in 2 minutes he's not going to be able to fix this problem for sure. And actually his iron amount, I thought it's gonna be better. But yeah, it seems to be like slightly better than Ritter, like not even a big difference. And he's got... oh, wait a second, sorry, I didn't check, I didn't see his axes here, so this is actually nice wood. Not so nice leather though. Yeah, he's like the worst here, that's weird. That's weird because this chart shows he's on the same level, so it might be that he's missing the second tannery? No, he's got 2. Why is the second one not working fine? Where's the second building? I'm like blind, it's here, okay. Yeah. I mean, classic better than trash. 30, almost 40 versus... Oh yeah. I didn't see this happening. But yeah, trash has very trash amount of weapons. This is pretty bad, yeah. Also, yeah, okay. I would like to appreciate how off are the amounts of swords for every player here. Like, Ritter has way too many, w33 has a bit too many, Trash has kinda way too many, and then Classic has way too few. So, yeah, but it turns out, yeah, we also talked about the recruits already. But yeah, it turns out the left side is like way better, and this should be a 5-minute game if they realize what's happening. There's still a chance they will try to rush Classic. I wouldn't do that, but on the other hand, if Trash has such problems and this is the final game, I think I would consider risking it. Because in the chaos, they might win what they don't have yet. The advantage in numbers. So if they did it right, it could work, I guess, but really with Ritter's barracks that close, it's not gonna work, probably. Unless it's like w33 just walks into Classic's base and tries to 1v1 him easily. But that's not gonna work either because his recruits amount is bad. Yeah, I can't see what could save this game for the right side right now. Like, even if they knew what the enemy has at the moment, yeah. It's just a bad game for the Trash, I guess, and a very unfortunate game for the w33 because it's not his fault. He got hit by the gold bug, so let's remember that the amount of recruits he has today is not his fault at all, I think. We should, we should check the charts. He says he's got a phone call. Right. So the gold bug is basically when you set the distribution. Okay. So when you set the distribution of coal for the iron buildings to 4 or 5, and for gold smelters to 5, then an unfortunate thing happens. They will not bring coal to the gold smelters at all if you don't have enough coal buildings. So, for example, imagine you're building a base, and at some point of time, you have like six coal mines, but 7 buildings using the coal. In such situation, until you make one more coal mine, all the coal will be brought to iron buildings only, and you will not produce gold for this time. And W33 had this problem today because his location is a bit tricky. You can see on the minimap here, like there's the top area here with the coal that you can get easily, and there's the bottom right area here with the rest of the coal on his location, right? So this is a bit tricky to get, and there was a period where he was like a bit slower to get this, but he already had more iron plus gold buildings that needed the coal than the coal mines. So exactly as Osemin says, this is why he didn't know why he doesn't have gold at the end of peacetime when he had like 2 gold smelters since 30 minutes. Yeah. There's a workaround. You have to set the coal distribution for the iron buildings to 3. Not 4, not 5, but 3. If the iron buildings are set on 3 and the gold smelter is set on 5, it's gonna work well. I found the bug actually after I had this in like 3 games in a row, and I was like, what the hell is going on? There's like no way I made a mistake in 3 games like this. Every single time it looked the same. So I started looking into this, and I was like, alright, I don't think that was my fault. But we found it very recently, so we never really had time to fix it. With Ray being inactive these days, I was trying to look at it, but I didn't have results yet. So, yeah, maybe we can guilt trip Ritter after this game if he wins into trying to fix it. I'm only joking, of course, but I think I'll try to have another go at it when I have a free weekend, which will not happen this month, I guess. But yeah, this should probably get a fix, because this is like really annoying, and you have to know about this. You have to make the distribution to 3 to not get it. It's like, of course, you should definitely have a lot of coal mines. You should have at least as many as you have buildings at any point of the game, but it really shouldn't mean that if you have for a few minutes such situation, then you're not making any gold. This is like ridiculous punishment. It's never meant to be like. It was never meant to be like this, and you can see even in this game that it can hit even the best players in the world. So this is like completely unfair. Oh yeah, so we're also waiting. I think the first thing that will happen here is gonna be Ritter and Classic just walking. Both teams just walking to the battlefield, and then Ritter and Classic will probably suddenly realize that they're about to win if they attack right now. I don't think they're gonna give any time to the right side. If they do, we're up for a nice game, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, so let's see what happens. And what's really, really excruciatingly bad, yeah, is that w33 has no towers. It's gonna be very tough to defend against this with less army and no towers on the main entrance to his base, yeah. Yeah, you can see Ritter is already on the front. This is like super fast. I think the right side will be a bit surprised to see this. And I think Trash will lose the horses. Almost. Oh, this might be actually tricky if he tries to... but this would be like super risky. Okay, so... let's see what's still left in the barracks. W33, he still has like 10 recruits. But doesn't look like he's missing a lot. He's missing like 10, I think. 15. Yeah, it's like 15. Classic is still not training everything, it seems. He still has to make the pikes, which gives the right side some time, I guess. But yeah, Trash's situation could be a bit better. I'm afraid to look at this chart. But I mean, right now it looks surprisingly close. But it's mostly because Classic didn't train all his troops yet. So, wait, what? What are you talking about? Uh, 9 militia, lol. I mean, I can't say right now if this was a misclick because he already trained this. But did he, yeah, so you're saying he had enough shields to make this. Okay, I see what you mean. But yeah, funny, I guess. But on the other hand, you can see it's not like it hurts him a lot, because oh well, I mean, he's not gonna use the, yeah, I see your point. Alright, that is funny indeed. Trash, yeah, it's like w33 can still make like 7 of these. Yeah, I think we can check the difference right now. Yeah, so Ritter is better than the other players, but the other players are mostly on the same level to each other. Somehow, that's what the army power says at least. Okay, maybe it's not as bad as I thought, but it's still gonna be a quick attack from the left, I'm afraid. But at least somehow, I think w33 will have just enough time to finish the towers if this continues to look like it does right now. One problem is that Trash versus Ritter, I don't see this working. W33 knows this, obviously. I wonder what would happen if Trash just goes to the top and they try to attack Classic like this. Like out of the blue. and try to block Ritter on this mountain. I mean, it's probably not gonna work, yeah. Like, would be a bit risky. Unless it's like a really good catch. But the alternative is just waiting. Yeah, I mean, they have to wait, I guess. It's interesting what Ritter is trying to do at the bottom. It really looks like an attack is coming. So I'm guessing... Yeah, Trash is slightly panicking here. I think it would be a good move if he was able to go back with this, and I think he is. But this is like super tempting. Yep. Was it intended? Because he was trying to go back. If he starts shooting, he has a pretty nice position, but he's not capitalizing on that. Yeah, I mean, try to go here. Like, if he had some horses, like he could... I mean, it would be tricky, but he could try, I guess. This catch is like very weird. I can't say much about it. W33 is gonna be surrounded here. This is important, I think. It has to send to the bottom. Yeah, this is losing. If this caught this, yeah, it looks like really bad here. Trash is gonna lose his boss. It's GG. Ritter, yeah, it's GG on all fronts. The left side is just better. I'm sorry. I really hoped for a better game from the right side, but it turns out that very unfortunate with W33's back, but I don't think this was making a big difference. But what made a big difference was Trash not having enough wood. It's kind of ridiculous, like on this level. I didn't expect that kind of mistake in the final. Ah well. Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay. So, this is the end of the tournament. Ritter, the Stodders, and Classic, or Klisic, or Gija, or whatever is his name now, because he changes it quite often. They are the winners. Congratulations. Trash and W33 second place. I guess that's it. Last look at stats, I guess, is a good idea. Yeah, just look at this difference in army power, yeah. Maybe like this, yeah. Well, the losers from the semi-final. But there was no game for third and fourth place. Yeah, anyway, so before I go, I would like to say thanks to everyone who helped me with this tournament, especially Thunder and Mickey, who were the judges, and helped me to resolve all the dramas that happened. For the second time, thanks to Thunder also for the fact that he was making the tournaments in the last couple of years. I have a feeling he's not going to continue, but let's remember what he did for the community up until now, and yeah, I'm really thankful for him. I gotta admit, I didn't really want to organize this tournament, and I did this when I realized he's not gonna make this year's one. So I know there were some mistakes made from me. I'm really not happy about the way the map pack looked like, and to be honest, if I knew that I would need such amount of work for the map pack, I would probably just not make the tournament happen. Yeah, so this didn't work for sure, and I know this. Yeah, and this made me realize how much work Thunder was putting into the previous tournaments, because the map packs were really thought out well, and he did a lot of work about them. He asked people in advance, like half a year before the tournament, sometimes about the map pack and rules and stuff. Yeah, this guy really knows how to do this. And as I said in the yesterday's game, the next tournament is going to be organized by Mickey the next year's tournament, obviously, because there might be still some tournaments along the way. But what Thunder and in this year I tried to do, Mickey is gonna try to continue, and I'd like to ask you guys to give him all the support. And one last thing before I leave is I really didn't like the way it looked like with this tournament and me trying to organize it, all the dramas and stuff that happened, not a lot of understanding from the community. I'm not talking about everyone, because there were definitely people who reached out to me and said, thank you for the tournament, nice job, don't bother with these dramas, it's not worth it. I'm really thankful for these voices. I'm out of the players I remember right now, I'm thankful for the feedback from Ritter, I think Vovec and Golem as well, and also Trash for saying a few words at Discord when people were bashing me a little bit. I do remember that. And what I wanted to say, I guess, is I kind of take it personal when stuff like this happens, and I'm not gonna make the tournament in the future, I think, because I didn't like this. It's like maybe not everyone is like that, but I would really like to see the community respect the organizers a bit more, because if stuff like this keeps happening to the next people after me and Thunder, I really don't think there's gonna be tournaments in the far future, and if that's what you want, then go on, keep on bashing us. But I really have to point out that the most screwed up thing that happened this year was the Hungarian situation, as I would call it here. I don't want to go into details and to scratch that itch once again, but I'm just gonna say, I can't not say it. I'm just gonna say one thing. It's really screwed up when a teammate of one of the judges, so pretty much organizers and teammate of a guy who organized the tournaments for so many years and did so well. It's really screwed up thing when that guy goes to play in another team against the rules, and I just can't comprehend how this happened. How could he be like that to Thunder? It's mind blowing for me. Maybe we take this too seriously. I don't know. You might be right saying that, but if people who take it seriously stop taking it seriously, then what you're gonna get is no tournaments. That's all I wanted to say. And now I'm gonna read the chat. Thank you for the kind words, class. Yeah, and class. I wish we had mod streams, cause we did a few in the beginning, and we should, if time permits for you and me, we should continue this cooperation in the future, cause it was fun, and that goes to other interested people as well, because I know that I have fun streaming with class, but maybe somebody else also wants to join next time I make streams, which probably will be like in the next year, maybe a bit earlier. Maybe I'll find some time to stream the other tournaments when they come up in the meantime. Yeah, and thanks Joaquin. Thankfully we've got Mickey, so the tournaments will not die. I mean, I know I had the same thought. Like, you can't live with a negative, so I'm not gonna talk about this anymore here. But the point is, let's remember this and try to focus on the future and support Mickey. And if Mickey doesn't want to make tournaments after a few years and somebody else comes here, let's support that person as well and point out mistakes, of course, because that was never the issue for me. Point out mistakes, of course, but try to do this like with respect, you know. That's all I'm asking. And Ritter won again. I gotta say, I kind of thought Gross is gonna do this this year. I really put my money on Gross and Vovec when I saw their games. I will still even say that I'm not satisfied with what Classic did today even. It was better than the right side eventually, but I still think if the right side did up to their full potential, then we would probably say that Classic's army was not enough for the win here. But of course, well, they had their problems, and Ritter had a massive base, and Classic was the second best player in this game, obviously. So yeah, I kind of have no right to bash him right now for this base, but I really thought Gross and Vovec are gonna do better. They still did quite well, because I mean, they won. Sorry, they lost against a pretty good team, right? So it wasn't really a surprise. But yeah, it's kind of, I didn't expect that. Okay, Ritter. Yeah, I mean, I hope I'm not offending anybody with the honesty, because I prefer to go into the honest way rather than being too polite, etc. when doing the streams. And actually, the funniest thing that happened in this tournament for me was I thought I was really bashing Sergio, an old 60p player, in his games. And he was actually the one of guys who came to me and said, I think at least twice, that he's thankful for the tournament. And he even said publicly and earlier in PM as well the same thing, that he was surprised I was so calm looking at their mistakes because he thought they played like shit. And he was glad that I wasn't too harsh about them when I felt I was quite harsh, and he thought I was restrained. That was really funny for me to hear, but also nice, because I didn't want to make them feel bad about the way they played. And I also think it's that team was a really interesting story, because we all know that they had super lucky opponents, and the Swiss system problems made them advance, basically. I think everyone agrees except with this opinion, Sergio and old 60p player included, that it was super lucky. But still, it was a nice story, and it was nice to see them do quite well in this tournament, nevertheless. And yeah, quite funny. Yeah, I mean, it does, it does give you some problems sometimes if you're too honest. I do know that, but yeah, well, at least nobody's angry at me in this community, so I guess it's all fine. And Class is pointing out a really important thing. It's super cool, and I'm also very thankful for the Russian part of the community, which means Ritter and Classic, who played here, and Vovec, who streamed, for streaming the games. Oh, how could I forget Trash? Because Trash, Terry, and I think Aso were also streaming a few games. So, you know, it's... I wish we had that good, that nice amount of streamers and that good streamers doing the English part as well. But I'm still very happy that we have streamers who can cover like every game I think we had at least one streamer, and most often we had two. And this is like really great. And this is something I missed in the previous tournaments when it was like I remember the pandemic tournament in 2020, the one with Lexus and Hagon, you know, guys, which one I'm talking about. We were like. I was like the only guy streaming, I think. Maybe Zdobby was also there, I'm not quite sure right now. But it felt like I tried to do every game and it was a bit of a burden. I think maybe Ritter was also helping at that point, but like there wasn't a lot of streams from him if I remember correctly. And since the last couple of tournaments, it's like it doesn't feel like an effort anymore for me to have every game streamed thanks to you guys. So it's really great that you guys are doing the streams, and I'm really hoping for even more people to try this, because then it's easier for all of us, I guess. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to say. Had a good laugh when old 60p player didn't help Sergio when he was attacked. He was macro. I don't remember which game was that, but I do remember there were some funny situations in the games indeed. This is also why I like streaming games like this, where there's if you have a bit lower skill level, then some funny stuff can happen. It's way harder to have people like we saw today, Ritter, Classic, Trash and W33 to make mistakes. We still got some mistakes from the from a few players here somehow, but not the nice kind of mistakes, I guess. I thought Ritter was out of shape. Okay, this is a dangerous thing to say. I don't see a universe where such a sentence is right. Ritter is always dangerous. And I don't even remember seeing him out of shape, to be honest. Like, he's winning every tournament every year, right? But yeah, maybe, I don't know, this location may be tricky, but I didn't see anything indicating he's gonna have a bad game. Quite the opposite, I think. Even the early game. But yeah. Except maybe like the iron looked way better for the right side for W33, and Ritter somehow caught up on it, so that was maybe the only thing. Yeah, if you feel like saying that aloud, then yeah, there's also a tournament that will probably happen in winter at some point, and Ritter will be involved with it. Yeah, so that's what I know, but I'm not gonna say more. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. So, yeah, I'm ordering that too, class. That would mean that donations for cam streamers work, which I never believed would be the case, so that's nice. Alright, yeah, so thank you guys, and maybe see you in the next tournament, if one happens soon, or maybe see you in the next year's tournament.